Jen, big names indeed, and I'm not going to waste any more minute or seconds because I need to introduce you to James Jude Courtney, who's here with me right now. Actor, stunt performer, the list goes on. His upcoming movie, Halloween Kills, is already in the movies, in the theaters right now, and Halloween Ends is going to come out next year. But first, I'm going to ask James real quick, what makes Comic-Con so magical for you?
It's the people, man. It's the people. And it's such a magical place. If you've never been to a con, you've got to come here and see the amazing cross-section of humanity. Beautiful people.
Now, I understand that you're our neighbor, so you're from Ohio originally, so you must have come down to Comic-Con a lot of times. What is your favorite childhood memory while coming here to Comic-Con?
Well, you know, I didn't know about cons as a kid. Yeah, I had no idea. And when I did Buffy the Vampire Slayer years ago, I was offered to do cons. I still had no concept. But when I did Halloween, and it was Jamie Lee Curtis who pulled me aside and said, look, I'm going to introduce you to my agent, and you're going to start doing cons, and you're going to love it. And man, she was right. It's just one drop of love after the other. It's amazing.
It's amazing, right? Because you get to meet so many different people, and everyone has got different questions they want to ask you and get to know more about you. What do fans really ask you? What are the most common questions that you get about, like, who is James Jude Courtney?
Well, a lot of it's like, what's it like to work with Jamie Lee Curtis? And by the way, she's a poster child for an empowered woman, so she's an amazing human being. But you'd be amazed at the insight that some of these people have on the films, and the intellectual curiosity they have, and the thought forms they've created for why I did what I did and why Jamie's doing what they put a lot of thought into this, man, more than I do.
Now, speaking of thought, I mean, I'm looking at your poster right behind about your upcoming movies, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends next year. Actor, stunt performer, what do you prefer, acting or stunt work?
I consider it all a part of the same. My body is part of my vehicle as an actor, so I'm really surprised when some actors don't train their bodies to do the things that I do. Tom Cruise, for instance, I've worked with him, and that man, he is such a studied professional that he perfects everything he does, including his physicality. So for me, it's just a part of the game.
I mean, believe it or not, I've actually also worked with him as well, so I understand when you say that. But when it comes to acting over stunt work, do you prefer one over the other?
Well, I think no, I really don't. Because both of them are equally challenging, just in different ways. I think when you combine the two of them, like when I'm playing the Shape in this trilogy, that to me is the pinnacle, because then it takes all the skills set that I have created over these years and worked so hard on all these years, and everything that I've learned to come together, to remember all the physical things, to hit marks, to stay safe, to not get hurt, but to remember all the emotional stuff that has to happen. It's the pinnacle of everything I've worked for.
Real quick, your favorite part of working in Halloween again?
Oh, fire. Fire. It's dangerous, man, and it's hot.
Well, listen, James, thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is all happening right here at Motor City Comic-Con. We'll be talking to more celebrities, and of course, come down here if you want to meet James Jude Courtney, along with other celebrities and cosplay artists, as well as you can even purchase your favorite movie memorabilia. Jen, back to you.
For Oz, thanks so much. Jealous